Barry, 0-0 against Tranmere. The mantra is always that you want to win your home games, but is that a positive point?
Oh, it's a great point. Tranmere's sitting fourth in the league. A vastly experienced team. And although it wasn't a great game, we thought we defended very well, and we've created a few chances. But it was a scrappy game, and if you're, against a team that's fourth in the league, a 0-0 draw is a good point.
And that is, it's 4 unbeaten, and another step in the right direction with, as you say, a clean sheet and a superb defensive performance.
Yeah, the clean sheet's an important part of it. We worked hard as a team to get that clean sheet, but the back four had to be strong physically and mentally, because they had a lot of big boys up top, and they coped with it. We come away with the momentum still in our favour. 3 wins and a draw in the last 4 games is a good return.
And looking at it harshly, do you think maybe we should have scored that second quarter of the game in the build up to half time? The team seems to be building ahead of steam, and maybe a goal then would have been decisive.
Yeah, well, we had a couple of opportunities just before half time. We've had strikes at goal, probably didn't want the keeper hard enough. But I thought we actually played better football in the second half. For as much as we defended well, we played better football in the second half. Maybe didn't create as many chances as we'd like, but it's against a team that's just come down a division. We're a very experienced team, and they're fourth in the league, so we'll take a clean sheet.
And on Thursday, you highlighted Michael Higdon. They've been able to bring in a player who's got lots of experience at playing at a higher level, but Tranmere were restricted to very few chances.
Yeah, I thought the 2 centre backs played them very well. He's a very experienced player. We know what his strengths are. But I thought the boys did extremely well to make sure he didn't cause us that many problems. That's credit to them for listening to what they're getting told and for doing it on the match day.
And another unchanged starting 11. I think that's 4 unchanged lineups in a row. We've said it before, that stability is going to be a key part in this unbeaten run.
Yeah, as I say, it's always good to field the same team 4 games in a row, but it's justified because they did well in all the games. So again, it's another game where they play together and we move on from it. It's a good point.
And the only change to the matchday squad was, Tom Richards came back in, and Tom Richards dropped out, sorry. And you brought Nathan Ralph onto the bench. His cameo at the end, he looks a really lively prospect, and maybe surprising strength for someone who's quite a slight man as well.
Yeah, we know what Nathan's capable of, and it's just about harnessing his strengths and making sure he does what's asked of him. And I'm sure he'll be a good signing for us.
But it's good that you've got him for the long term. He's not just a loan. He's here a month loan. He's here for the rest of the season. He can really develop him, and he's somebody whose career needs a bit of a kickstart, and hopefully he'll get it here.
No, he's been unfortunate at Newport, where he's not had much game time, but that's down to players in front of him, which happens at every club. But he's came here and he's got enthusiasm, he's got ability, and it's about showing that in match day.
And now prepare for Gateshead next Saturday. A couple of away games coming up. They've had a heavy defeat today. You've got to go there looking for a win, but you've got to go out there confident of getting a result.
No, the players can go up and play with confidence, but we don't want to turn that into arrogance. There's a thin line, but the confidence they can take from getting a clean sheet against a team that's in the top 4. We'll beat Macclesfield, who are in the top 7 at the time, and they can take confidence from that. So we can go up to Gateshead, and look forward to the game. As always, we're going to win the game.
And I think it was after the victory up at Barrow back in September, on the start of a similar good run, you said confidence can't become arrogance, and we said it then, you won't allow that the players have got to keep their feet on the ground.
No, we've got to be respectful to the other teams. We can't expect just to turn up. We're not, when it comes down to, they're not good enough just to turn up, and that's shown throughout the season. But if we're disciplined and we work hard, then we're a difficult opposition for any team. And with the quality we've got, and the finishers we've got, and hopefully that takes you to the 3 points.
And that discipline has been really key, front to back, and the team at the moment, the team are very hard to beat. That's as a defensive basis, the team aren't making the mistakes that maybe they were earlier in the season.
Yeah, there's thin lines between scoring goals and losing goals. And at the moment we're being disciplined all over the park, and the mistakes are getting cut out. And, you know, in other games we'll punish teams if they made mistakes. Today we're just a wee bit unfortunate for the goal.
Thank you very much, Barry.
Cheers.